Good morning. Hey, y'all. What's up? Thank y'all for joining the show. My apologies for having to push everything back. Okay, I had to handle some business this morning, but we're here. Thank you all for joining. Let's see. I see my top flights are in here. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Rose. Thanks for being here. Miss Anita DuBois, thanks for being here. The Chosen is in the building. Come on, let them know you chosen, girl. Miss Honeybee, thanks for being here, love. Who else we got? Everybody still piling in. Thank you guys all for being here. Again, apologies for the show being late, but hey, better late than never, right? Maria Perry, thanks for being here. Nikki P, Gail West, Erica Butler, thanks for joining us. Miss Verdi Tulu Taylor, Cheryl Williams is here. Shirley Terry is here. Carletta Passmore is here. Brown Eyes is here. Katrina Taylor is here. Good morning. Good morning, Vernetta. Good morning. She said, happy hump day, real. Yes, honey. Happy hump day to everybody. If I did not speak to you guys, happy hump day and hello, good morning, all of that. All right, air hug. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Be Wiser. Hey, Angela Kelly. Let's get into the show. All right. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Now, we don't really have any politics today, but we do have some very, very great topics for you guys. So I hope y'all are ready for a good show. Let's put your seatbelt on and let's roll. All right, let's get into it. Let me put my trigger up because I got some trigger topics today. Okay, let's get it up here though, so you guys can see along with me. And we're going to get into it. Good morning. All right, so a New York community is rallying behind a 9-year-old Black boy accused or falsely accused. Let's put that up there. Falsely accused of essaying by a white woman at a store. Okay. All right. Let's get into it, honey, because New York community, they stood up for this young man. All right. And he also had something to say as well. Let's get into this.
For having gone what you had to go through.
A community rallies around a 9-year-old boy falsely accused of sexual assault.
She does not belong in this neighborhood.
Residents united taking aim at the woman the internet has dubbed Corner Store Caroline.
The son grabbed my ass.
Teresa Klein gained infamy in the Flatbush community after accusing a child, now identified as only Jeremiah, of sexual assault. The claim debunked by surveillance footage first obtained by Pix11. Community members gathered Monday evening to discuss what happened and what needs to be done.
If you're going to move into our neighborhoods, there has to be respect.
They are targeting our children, and we will not have it.
The mother and child at the center of the incident broke their silence for the first time.
That day, this fear was placed into my children's heart. Having to explain to your 9-year-old son what assault means, what sexual assault means.
God is trusting us. God is trusting us on everything. Treat people different. Treat people the same way you want to be treated.
While many have called for Klein's arrest, Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams confirms that authorities are looking into the matter.
The DA is currently investigating.
The family now hoping to put the saga behind them.
I don't forgive this woman at all. I think she was crazy. I think she had something going on with her.
Now, the outpouring of support for this family is clear in this community. A GoFundMe page has already raised over $15,000. We're told that those funds will be going toward the young boy's education. In Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Sorry.
Okay, so you guys saw the video. They were in the store. It looks like it was kind of tight in the store. The lady was doing something up at the counter. They walked by. It doesn't look like his hand even moved to even grab her. We'll say her rear, okay, for YouTube sake. Doesn't look like his hand reached out to grab her. Maybe he accidentally brushed up on her, which caused her to turn around and look like, what are you touching me for, whatever. But that's standard whenever you're in a close proximity in a tight space, like in a store where there's a lot of people in there. He's walking, look like he's following his mom. Doesn't look like he stopped or even targeted this woman to reach over and grab her in an sexually type of way in terms of how she put it out there. This young man could have been apprehended and his whole life could have been destroyed. Thank God for cameras, right? Thank God for cameras in the store, or this could have gone another way. He could have been arrested and held in juvenile hall and charged with something that he was not even doing. I mean, I hate stuff like that. So shout out for the justice system doing the right thing. Even entertainment, thanks for that post. Let's move along. Amber Howard, child. We back with her again. Amber Howard is still talking about Dwight. We'll leave the trigger up just in case, child. I don't know what these two. I'm about tired of them. I'm about to put their ass in time out. Amber and Dwight Howard. Now don't come back on here with another doggone police body cam footage. No more today, tomorrow, the rest of this damn week. I'm sick of y'all. Go somewhere and sit down and find out this damn divorce. Y'all ass should have been married in the first damn place. You ain't even married 2 years and all this shit going on. All right, let's get into it. According to Hollywood Unlocked, Amber Howard, honey, claims that Dwight Howard canceled $1 million shows and left her struggling. See, this is why women always tell you, don't put all your eggs in one damn basket. Don't get into a relationship and or marriage and put everything together in case the shit collapses. Then how are you going to take care of your bills? How are you going to take care of yourself? Her car was in his name, insurance in his name, phone in his name, everything. Right? You gave everything up, all of your identity. And I mean, it is kind of standard when you get married, you kind of do want to merge and put everything together. But I'm a true believer that you got to have some things for yourself. Just in case things go left, then you can still carry on with your life and do what you need to do. Example, accounts, right? You can have a joint account, but make sure you have your own money on the side, just in case a motherfucker want to act fool, and you can go ahead and start out on a nigga, and you still got, some reach money, as they call it, right? But let's get into this, child, because this is a hot damn mess.
I got off the TV show I was on for 4 years because he said he didn't want me doing the show, but now it's like he just fully financially, he took over my car note, he took over everything. I got rid of my business phones. I'm on his phone plan, so both phones I have on me are on his. My insurance is on his, and I was thinking the whole time that the benefit is like, okay, I have a husband who wants to be a provider, so I was willing to do it. My mom's husband provides for her in the same way. He just works a regular job. But then at the year later, it's like, dang, but if you get mad, he could cut my phone off. And he does that. He'll mute the phone. He can't take my insurance off, but he has literally backed my car up in the garage and I don't have clickers to it. So then he like, go catch your Uber. I'll catch an Uber because if I keep going back and forth, he's the breadwinner.
Do you have your own credit cards?
Yeah, I have my own credit card.
Okay, well, that's good.
But all the money comes from him.
So you're not flashy. Good. So hopefully you have a little bit of your money squirreled away somewhere for the rainy day. I don't know if you do or don't. I would hope you do.
I don't yet.
Huh?
I don't. As a matter of fact, we just scored our first TV show. We were supposed to get $1 million a piece. We were supposed to be in LA tomorrow. My husband's fashion. He called them. No, he emailed them and canceled the show. I didn't even know that. The agent called me and said, Miss Tyler, what are you guys doing? What wrong? We thought you guys were sad. I'm like, I had no clue what he was
Are they going to be able to get around me?
Yeah.
Again, do not put yourself in a situation where somebody has that much power over you, where you got to put everything solely on them. Like she said, the other video that I showed you guys yesterday, where she was saying she had to catch an Uber somewhere. She was saying here in this video, the reason she had to catch an Uber is because when he gets mad at her, he'll back her car into the garage and take away the garage clicker so she can't get in and out of the garage. So then that means you should go and get another garage clicker that he don't know about. And when you want to leave, then get the fuck in your car, press the button and go, right? He can't take your car away. But then again, don't put yourself in those types of situations. Dwight Howard is a fucking controlling abuser, allegedly. But I mean, I think we've seen patterns of behavior from Royce's interviews. We see what he's doing to his other baby mama with this 15-year-old daughter who's already said on court documents she doesn't feel safe staying with him or being around him, but they are forcing her to be there. That's one of the things I hate with the system. But in this situation with Amy, girl, see this as God's blessing of getting you out of a situation that could have been where you could have been unalived by this psycho. Because you just said when he gets so angry that he turns into this person you don't know. He's much bigger than you. He's much stronger than you. He has more power than you. It's like she just gave her whole identity away when she married this fool. And I don't know why you thought things were going to be different. I mean, learn from patterns of behavior when another woman, and stop always looking at it as another woman is trying to take your man or she wants your man. Nah, if another woman done experienced this nigga before, she telling you, all right, girl, now I'm trying to tell you something here. A lot of women don't want to hear it a lot of times because they think, oh, she's just jealous of our relationship. Oh, she's just trying to break us up. No, sometimes it can be some constructive criticism that can save you on the back end. See how you listen to Royce and not been trying to up and fight her when she told you how sorry this nigga was? Then you wouldn't be here now standing on no damn police body cam footage explaining your life story over a fuck nigga you shouldn't have been with anyway. Can we say it that way? Moving right along, because I ain't about to read all that. We already know what's going on here. All right, let's get into this next topic. Child, I ain't even ready to start hollering yet. They got me hollering already. I ain't even ready. Let's move along, though, honey. Let's move along. Child, I'm going to learn today. I'm going to learn today. Stop giving people that much power over you. Get your own. Get your own. If you're moving into a house with a person, your name need to be on there. Put your name on that card. If he's going to find it, put your name on there as a code. Right? Your name need to be on the bank accounts. He should not be able to lock cards and all that, and you don't have a way to get no money and do what you. If you're married, put your name on that on that account, and ain't shit he can say or do. You say you better check the Yelp reviews. All right, let's get into it. According to It's On Site, it said that after Michael B. Jordan's Oscar win, the conversation around his viral interview with L'Oreal has been reignited. Now, she addressed how intense the reaction became once the clip started trending again, with people revisiting something from years ago and dragging her for it. She's gotten dragged quite a few times for some interviews that she's done. Of course, for the Tamar Braxton interview, you guys remember that infamous interview where Tamar got into it with Funky Dineva and L'Oreal got her ass chewed off, and she was just interviewing. But she was co-signing a lot of the bullshit with Tamar, hence the reason she caught strays. But let's get into this. She says the backlash was way worse than the comment. L'Oreal speaks out after Michael B. Jordan's interview resurfaces and the internet plies her. Now, I did see right after Michael B. Jordan won his Oscar, he went to the restaurant called Whataburger, and he says that back in the day, this is a restaurant where he applied to get a job and they refused to hire him. So he took his Oscar, and I thought that was like a epic moment, right? He took his Oscar and went to this restaurant. Thank you so much. You said you love the purple. Y'all know I like colors. Thank you, though. So he went to this restaurant. He ordered a burger for himself and everyone in the restaurant, right? That's boss moves, right? So he takes his Oscar and puts it down on the table, and he gets his order, where they bring it to him, rather. And he sits there and he eats. Of course, everybody's, taking pictures. You guys may have seen the video online. And he said this was like a turning moment for him, like a full circle moment for him, a place that he wanted to work at years and years ago, and they denied him that, but he was able to go right back in this establishment and buy everyone in there a whole combo, a whole meal, and also sit there with his Oscar on the table and be like, look at me now, right? Look at me. You didn't want to hire me, but look at me now. Right? You're serving me, and I'm sitting here eating in your restaurant you didn't want to hire me in with my Oscar on the table. Right? And you got to take a picture of me. Why? Because I'm important. I would have rubbed that all in their face like, bitch. Okay. But let's get into this. I thought that was such an epic moment, though. I was like, oh, that's one of those moments where you got to go like that. But let's go.
That's everything.
And it's never that deep.
Yeah.
Because that man don't know you. Okay, these celebrities that y'all be fighting for, they don't know you.
But look at the hypocrisy, right? They're mad at her for saying someone was corny in high school.
Correction, at In-N-Out Burger. I know it was a burger joint. Yeah, it was a burger joint. In-N-Out Burger. I stand corrected, okay?
That she didn't even say. And then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said.
10,000 times worse.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That doesn't even make sense. And you didn't even say it. And no one has ever said, hey, our bad. We went back and heard the audio. You didn't say it. It was in your front.
Oh, no. People came up to me and was like, oh, my fault. But the disrespect was way louder than the apology. I didn't even, one of my homeboys reached out to me like, oh, Michael said his bad, yo. It was an article he read. He thought you said it. But you went on all these other publications. Not only that, I have a nationally syndicated morning show. Yeah. Come have a seat and talk about it. You know, the thing that hurts from it, and this is why now I watch what I do, because I was defending him a lot. Think about all the people that were saying many things about this man.
Now she has like a little beef with Michael B. Jordan. She felt that he should have come to her directly to sit on her couch and, publicly apologize to her about something she felt she was right on, where, this kind of came into a full circle moment after the Oscars.
Yeah. And I would always be like, nah, Yeah. Oh, I don't be defending people like that no more.
It's really crazy. I feel like the internet has created a hate train that is just never gonna come off the tracks.
No.
So when do you cut it off, right? Was that serious?
And it's never that deep.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I feel like Michael B. Jordan is a very busy guy. I feel like he's, from what I see, I don't know him personally, but from what I see, he seemed to be a very humble individual. I feel like if he owed you an apology, I think somewhere down the line he will get around to doing it. Okay, he's probably somewhere still basking in his Oscar moment. But again, if you know him like that, especially if you've already interviewed him before, reach out to his management and say, hey, can you get this message to Michael B. Jordan? I would love to have a conversation with him. If he sat down with you before, I don't see why he wouldn't want to do that again, unless you burn that bridge somewhere down the road and we don't know about it, right? But let me know what y'all think about that. Let's move along. Let's get into this Mystikal news. Some of you may have seen it online. We're going to go ahead and cover it. Mystikal has found himself in a lot of trouble. Y'all wonder why y'all haven't seen Mystikal? Well, he's been locked up, okay, for doing some very inappropriate things. This is like his second RAPE, grape in YouTube form, grape charge. I don't know why he can't keep his hands or his peen to himself. But now he's facing some a lot of time, 20 years to be exact. Rapper Mystikal, okay, Mr. Danger, him is facing 20 years in the prison system. Let's get into it, and then we're going to do our commentary on the back end.
And breaking this afternoon at 4, Louisiana rapper Mystikal pleaded guilty to third-degree rape charges moments ago. Thank you for joining us here at 4. I'm Tisha Powell. Mystikal now faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. Rapper Mystikal, whose legal name is Michael Tyler, was arrested in 2022 on rape and domestic abuse charges. The judge in the case ordered a pre-sentence investigation before the sentencing, which is set for June 16th. Tyler faced similar charges back in 2004 for sexually assaulting his hairstylist. He would end up spending 6 years behind bars and labeled a registered sex offender. And breaking this afternoon at 4, Louisiana rapper
I don't know why they do that, but okay. So rapper Mystikal, as you guys just heard, pleaded guilty to third-degree grape in connection with a case that led to his arrest in 2022. Now, Mystikal, whose given name is Michael Tyler, faces up to 20 years in the prison after pleading guilty in a state courthouse outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The 55-year-old Tyler had originally been charged with more serious offenses to which he pleaded not guilty. Where he pleaded not guilty, first-degree grape, simple robbery, domestic abuse, battery, and false imprisonment. Oh my God, he's dangerous. He really is dangerous, right? So Tyler's guilty plea was reported part of a deal that reduced the overall severity of the case against him. Now, if convicted, as originally charged, he would have faced mandatory life imprisonment. That's crazy. You risk your whole entire life to be sitting in prison over something that could have been avoided. Is serious. I mean, it's not that serious. Keep your hands to yourself. Like your hairstylist, you violated her, and now you're in another situation where it's third-degree grape. So you are facing 20 years, if not life. So he has pled guilty. He will be sentenced here soon. And after we get that update, I will update you guys. Let me know what y'all think about it. All right. Great music, though. He put out some really good music, but that's very sad. Not to say he still can't put out music, because Tory Lanez is still putting out like hits behind the prison walls, child. Okay, I was riding my car, and one of his songs came up. I was like, okay, this is a nice little bop. Tory had to look down at the thing. Oh, that's Tory Lanez. Okay, yes. So yes, he is out here still doing the damn thing. I ain't mad at it. So he's still being productive. So let's move along. We've talked about this story before. I'm going to leave my trigger up because we definitely need to get into this. I have some updates as related to this case with the young girl named Jada. You guys remember she's a 12-year-old girl Jada West, who was unalived by some girls who jumped her getting off the bus after being bullied for quite some time at a new school that she started attending. They're saying that it was over some boy that liked her, who obviously had a girlfriend. Y'all know how it goes. And the girls somehow put themselves in that situation with her to argue with her, provoke her, It says that someone threw a bottle at her head. At which, when she got off the bus, they jumped her, started fighting her. She passed out and went into unconsciousness. Someone ran to her mother's home to get her, to let her know that something happened to her, at which everything just kind of snowballed from there. She was in a coma prior to her death, and she did succumb to her injuries and pass away. Upon all of this, the update is that Shaunie O'Neal, who is always doing something so good for other people, he has stepped up to cover funeral expenses for 12-year-old Jada, who passed away after the bus stop fight. So shout out to Shaq for that. I just saw another video this morning as well, where Shaq purchased this family who was struggling real bad in Atlanta as well, a brand new vehicle. And when I tell you, that lady cried like a baby, right? I love to see stuff like that. For a person who has everything, Shaq Shaq ain't hurting or wanting for anything. So what do you do when you just have so much money till you just don't know what to do with it? You help, you give back. And I like that about him. Tyler Perry is another person who always give back and do for people. So this right here is very touching that he would step up and help this mother out. That's one less thing she would have to worry about, funeral expenses, while she's already grieving the death of her only child. This is her only daughter. So imagine that on top of having to plan a funeral for your loved one, your daughter, who died under circumstances like this. So let's get into this situation. Child, this is so sad. I hate to see stuff like this. So you guys see here, 12-year-old girl, Georgia girl actually, passes away from a brain injury after a fight with another student. Police investigating whether charges should be filed, which they are. We're going to get into that. Now, in the wake of the heartbreaking tragedy in Georgia, said that Shaunie O'Neal is stepping in to support the grieving family after the unaliving of 12-year-old Jada West. West passed away earlier this month after suffering a reported brain injury following a fight at her Villa Rica school bus stop. Now, said that as her family mourns the devastating loss, O'Neal revealed that he will cover the cost of the funeral. Y'all know funerals are not cheap, so he's coming out of the bag on that. So this story touched my heart. According to Shaq, this is what he's saying. This story touched my heart the moment that I saw it in the media. As a father, my heart goes out to Jada's family. No parent should ever have to bury their child. And if there is anything that I can do to ease even a small part of that burden, then it is the right thing to do. Shout out to Shaq for stepping up and doing his big one on that and taking that burden off the family. Let's continue on. Just to give you guys a refresher of what really happened in this situation, and I'm going to give you guys a great update that I ran across as well. So there is going to be some justice served in this. Shout out to Baller Alert on this.
Are demanding change after they say their daughter died from injuries suffered in a fight at a bus stop.
We got a 12-year-old that should be here.
Video from March 5th shows a school bus pulling away as 12-year-old Jada West and another girl yell and taunt each other.
Who is gonna fight you over some noise?
Moments later, a fistfight breaks out. The two fall to the pavement, with Jada landing on her back.
So we're going to stop it there. I don't want to keep showing the video, just enough for you guys to see how gruesome this situation turned out to be. As you guys know, in a situation like this, other girls will jump in and get licks or two in, which is
the
what
school
happened in the video. Let's continue on. I don't want to keep showing that. I will drop the link for those of you that want to continue to see the rest of this video. I'll go ahead now and drop it in the chat where you guys can watch it at your leisure. Okay, for YouTube's sake, I don't want to be like, oh, that's a little too violent. Okay, we can only show just a little bit. But there's the link. If you guys want to continue to watch it, it is on Baller Alert. Let's continue this video.
District says this incident did not occur on school property or during school hours, and there is nothing to indicate that this is related to any on-campus activity. The family's lawyers say they're now exploring legal options. They're also pushing for lawmakers to intervene and require schools to report bullying to parents.
Georgia has a bullying problem. Georgia has an accountability problem. And unfortunately, Jada will have to be the beacon of light to the entire state.
The school district says this incident did not occur.
So the school was trying to deny accountability for this situation or responsibility because they're saying it did not happen on school campus. It happened at an actual bus stop where she actually got off the bus and this fight ensued. So the school did not want to take accountability for this situation. They're denying responsibility as well. So it's making it harder for the family to get justice. But hold on right there, because I found the video and I felt so good inside. This made me so warm inside, okay? Like a shot of Henny going down my throat. Should I have said that? I don't know. But let's get into it. All right. Shout out to the real ATL. Let's go. Several students, hallelujah, involved in bullying Jada West have been expelled and face criminal charges. So there is something being done, right? I love to see this. I love to put your hands on somebody. You should be held accountable. Let's get into it.
And bullying Jada West have been expelled from school. Reports indicate that for months after moving into the neighborhood, Jada endured persistent bullying from the same group of girls, including verbal attacks and physical altercations. On the day in question, the conflict escalated rapidly into physical violence when Jada and these students disembarked at a bus stop. Despite her attempts to escape, she was assaulted. According to eyewitnesses and police accounts, Jada was surrounded by a group of girls and struck on the head with a plastic water bottle. Several students involved in.
So there has been some arrests made, and of course, everyone involved in this situation was expelled. And how do they know how or who was involved? Because these kids, they record everything. So the police have been able to obtain video footage from several cell phones of the alleged accusers in this situation, because it said that another student who witnessed this incident did come forward and cooperate with police, and those cell phones were taken, and videos from these cell phones were of course looked at, and they were able to piece together who was actually involved in said situation to bring people to justice who was involved in this unaliving of Miss Jada West. Okay, so that's a great update, right? We'll see what happens in terms of charges and what happens after that. We're glad for some arrests being made. We're glad for some suspensions being made. Some parents need to be held accountable, because you need to teach your kids to keep their hands to themselves. You don't touch nobody unless they touch you. That's different. That's different. If somebody put their hands on you, you have to defend yourself. But there's a difference between being a bully and defending yourself. All right, teach your kids. I'm teaching mine. If they touch mine, don't call me, because he got it. I'm just saying. One little boy I already had to find out. I was like, yes, when they call me, yes. Okay. All right. I'll be down there. Beat ass. Should I say that? Allegedly. Okay. We do not promote violence in any way, shape, or form. Let's move along. Gotta teach kids how. These kids are crazy. These are crazy. They know about. Put your hands on mine. I'm gonna take my time coming to the school. I am. I'm gonna take all of my time coming to the school, because I told him what to do. So let's get into this next situation. Again, in this situation here, parents, also teach your daughters and your children, your sons as well. Even when a relationship don't work out, it's okay to move on. You don't have to become aggressive with said person to where someone's life is taken. This young girl, her life, she's only 18 years old. She is facing a lot of time in prison for stabbing, we'll say it that way for YouTube's sake, her boyfriend. For a while now, she lied about this. Some of you guys may have seen this on the news. She is from Florida, I think it is. She wound up stabbing this young man in the chest after a verbal altercation. He wanted to break up with her, and she did not want to accept that. So she lied about what happened to him and said it was an accident, when really she meant to do that shit because she was mad that he was not going to be with her no more. But let's get into this as well, because I wanted to cover it as well. Let's go. She has pled guilty, and let's go.
Do you still wish to enter into this change of plea? Yes.
Jahara Malik, now 18 years old, pleading guilty Monday to charges of manslaughter and carrying a concealed weapon.
It's like bittersweet. It took a year, 2 months, and 26 days for her to, acknowledge or even hold accountability for what she did to my son.
The victim was 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler. Lawler was Malik's ex-boyfriend. Malik's arrest form states the then 17-year-old stabbed Lawler in the chest with a knife. It happened December 2024 at the Miami apartment building where he lived. Malik told police the stabbing was an accident, a deadly, unintended result of horseplay.
She's been remorseful from day one. She immediately called 911 and started doing life-saving measures. But she wanted to accept responsibility.
I don't think she was remorseful. I think if she was really remorseful, she would have took accountability the first day it happened.
The guilty plea was not part of any deal, meaning Malik's sentence will be entirely up to the judge to decide.
I could give you anywhere from a youth offender sentence, from straight probation, all the way up to 4 years in state prison, followed by a probationary sentence, or I could sentence you to state prison up to 30 years. Do you understand that?
I want the max. That's what I want. A life for a life.
Malik's attorney did not say whether he would request that his client be sentenced as a youthful offender, but no matter the sentence, all sides will have to live with what comes next.
She's going to have to deal with this for the rest of her life, even once we get past all this.
Now we're leaving it up to the judge to serve justice. Hopefully my son will rest in peace.
Jahara Malik will be sentenced on May 5th. We're live in Miami. I'm Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.
Cinco de Mayo, her life will change, Jesus. So Jahara Malik, 18 years old, pleaded guilty to manslaughter and carrying a concealed weapon for the fatal stabbing of her ex-boyfriend, Yakeem Lawler. Malik claimed that the stopping was an accident during horseplay, but Lala's mother, Natalie Jean, doubts her remorse. Malik faces a wide range of potential sentencing possibilities, from probation to 30 years in prison. I don't think she should get probation. If you take a life, as a mother, it would make me mad if someone unalived my child. Probation, that would not work for me, right? The mother is asking for the maximum in this situation for losing her son. And I mean, if y'all are arguing, leave the house. Don't stay there and continue to let things escalate. And then you lied about it. You lied about it. She's just now coming forward to say, hey, I am at fault for this. I think she called the police or the paramedics or whatever out of panic, because maybe she started to see him hemorrhaging. But bottom line is, she did not take accountability up front for this situation, which shows there was no real remorse, right? So Malik faces, as I just told you guys, a wide range of sentencing possibilities. She will be scheduled to be sentenced May the 5th. That's quickly approaching. She could get 30 years. She could. It depends on what the judge says. We'll spend a block on this topic and update you guys in terms of what happens after May 5th. Okay. Let me make a little note, because I'm interested to see how this turns out. Give me a second. May 5th. Okay. All right. All right. So let's move along. Let's move along, honey. Let's get to our next topic that I don't need the trigger for. Okay. Let's get into Michelle Atielian talking about her issue with Claudia Jordan, honey. These two, I don't think, will ever be friends ever in life. Y'all know Michelle is messy as hell. I like you, Michelle, but you are messy, girl. Let's get into it, because she called out Claudia Jordan for being a I don't say racist. Well, she said racist. We'll go with it. That's what she says. I like Claudia as well, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me. But let's get into what was said. Shout out to Tasha K on this one, because she's sitting down with her doing this interview. So Michelle Brown says that Claudia Jordan hates her for calling out her racist comments. Do you guys feel like Claudia could have a racist bone in her body? Y'all know she is mixed. She identifies as being Black. Even though I think she says her mom is, I forget what she says, but I think her father is Black and her mom is like mixed with many other races. I'm not sure. I don't want to miss race. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but let's just dive in, child.
She hates me so much is because I'm the one who outed the fact that she was calling Black men monkeys in her comedy, skit on stage. She was on the Housewives, of course. That's my thing. I'm in Atlanta. I'm talking about Housewives. Yeah. I'm the one that outed the video. I'm the one that outed the video of her saying Black on Black is dark, it's hard to see. I can only see teeth and eyes. I'm the one that outed that. So after that, she literally can't stand me. She says I'm lying on her. And I'm like, that's why every single time, I have a vendetta. People say I'm lying on them. I try to get them, because it's like, okay, I'm lying. Here's the video. I'm lying. Here's the proof. I'm lying. You called Omarosa a house slave, even though, people may not like Omarosa, but you, biracial Claudia, calling her a house slave, is something wrong with that. You're coming from a place of privilege, and it's wrong to talk about dark-skinned women that way. It don't matter if she's a Republican or a Democrat. Same thing she did with Candace Owens, talk about she got nappy hair. You, colorist Claudia, coming from a Caucasian woman, cannot sit there and say things like that.
See, I didn't watch all the videos.
Yeah, it's certain things that she does to just irk.
Yeah, I don't like that, Claudia. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's me. Her using the N-word all of the time. Her pretending to be pro-Black all the time. It's like she goes above and beyond to prove herself.
They do that, but as soon as they get in the company of white men like Donald Trump. I said, not you on the internet telling people you could have been Donald Trump's side bitch. Could have been, or you were.
Enough of her. She's such a non-factor.
Bankruptcy is actually
wow, Claudia. I'm ashamed of you, girl. I'm ashamed of you. Girl, so she does call her, she's been calling her Claudia, colors Claudia for quite some time now. Again, I don't think these two are in any danger of being friends or even cordial. Not even Kenya Moore. Y'all know she ain't gonna be friends with Kenya Moore. She hates, well, I didn't say hate. They don't get along either. But in this situation, Claudia, some of these words that you're using as related to Black people, sis, I just don't think that it don't fit right. It don't hit right. And it does kind of make you look colorist a little bit. If all of your jokes kind of stem around people who are darker color than yourself, I don't know, girl, do you have a colorist issue? You might want to revisit that, because, honey, if your daddy is Black, that makes you black. Doesn't matter if you came out light skinned. You still have to respect everyone else in terms of who they are and how they look, right? Because child, you run up on the right one and you say the wrong thing, okay, bitches will get drugged. That's all I know. All right, then be ready to pull your weave out, girl. You pull your weave out there. So let's move along. Shaunie O'Neal will be on Uncensored on TV One. For those of you who have TV One, I do. I love it because they have a lot of great shows on there. So it looks like she's going to be talking about her marriage to Shaq and how she was losing her identity being married to him and So let's get into what will be said on this upcoming episode of Uncensored with Shaunie O'Neal. Let's go.
And I just knew that I hadn't done a great job of taking care of me and what I could do outside of this marriage, outside of this man that I'm married to.
Hold on, I think I started watching. My bad.
And I just knew that I hadn't done a great job of taking care of me and what I could do outside of this marriage, outside of this man that I'm married to. Like, who is Shaunie? What does she do? What do you have? You know, like what do you bring to the table for anything in any space besides just being a good person? Because I can own that. But financially or creatively, what did I have? So I come up with this idea to do Basketball Wives. I wasn't in a good space, right? It was like survival mode for me, for real. And I didn't know what I was doing. Had never done anything like that, producing, creating, nothing like that. So I'm like, hey, here we are, women that no one sees us, no one hears us. We, live that life on the road, raising kids, and sometimes just being drowned out by how big life is in that world. I mean, it's a lot of traveling, it's a lot of cameras, it's a lot of pressure, and you're just trying to be.
Is it me or did Shaq have a certain type of swag when he was with Shaunie? It's like now he's like he kind of fell off a little bit, but he had a certain little swag about him when he and Shaunie were together. When you guys would see them out in public, right?
Supportive and be a great mom, a great wife. I had lost my identity, and I know I was sitting amongst a lot of women that were feeling the same. So I'm like, this is our moment to just. We exist. We want to be somebody. We have goals. We have voices. We could just show how we are a sisterhood and we have a good time together.
Girl, now Basketball Wives did not show no damn sisterhood because all y'all damn did was fight and bully each other on the show. Like, let's stop it. Evelyn was bullying Royce where they almost got into a whole fight. And little old Royce was about to beat Evelyn's ass on the show. And the thing that I didn't like was Shaunie would pair up with Evelyn and get on there and be running back telling Evelyn stuff, and then when Evelyn would confront the person, then Shaunie would sit back like, oh my God, that was said, like you didn't know it was said because your ass ran back and told her and started some shit behind the scenes, then sat back and watched it play out. Shaunie's hands were not clean in this situation. So you brought a bunch of girls together. And you're going to sit up here talking about sisterhood. That's totally not what it was. And I know you're first lady now, but first ladies lie too because you're doing it right now. But anywho and anyway, I did not see a sisterhood with these girls. I feel like it was a competition with everyone in terms of who liked who. Everyone was it was very cliquish. It was very mean girlish. It was. Let's just be honest, Shaunie. You were getting a bag, and a lot of people kept saying they didn't feel that Shaunie should have even been on the show, being that you were executive producer. It was like you were a fish out of water. You just did not mesh with the girls. You were there as the shit starter and the bone collector. That was your place on Basketball Wives, and your ass shouldn't have been on there. You shouldn't have been on there.
And we're raising our children, and I thought, let me get the ladies I know, and let's do this show.
Yeah, no, girl.
And
yeah, no. So it says sometimes the feeling of losing yourself is the very thing that pushes you to find your voice. So she said that Shaunie reflects on the journey to becoming the powerhouse creator and producer behind Basketball Wives, which you guys know has now announced canceled. They will not be coming back for another season. Okay. Says, and what it took to step out of the shadows, reclaim her voice, and create something of her own. Now she's telling her story her way, her lies her way. We said that way on on an all new uncensored TV1. So that will be this Thursday, which is tomorrow. If you guys have TV1 and you want to watch her live, girl, go on over there and set your DVRs or go and watch it. It comes on 8 p.m. 7 Central on TV1. All right, let me know what you think. There was no damn sisterhood nowhere to be found, and you know it. Tammy was on there about the ragtag Evelyn's ass. I was like, "Ooh, girl, that's not giving sisterhood, girl. That's not giving sisterhood." But let's get into it. The question is for Bell Collective's Miss Marie Monroe with her little pin curls. It says, "Do dating apps only lead to bad dates?" All right, y'all know that Marie is trying to be out here finding her somebody else after her gown wearing husband that she went back to with his moist, zesty ass was out here cheating on her yet again. Okay, cheating on her yet again. So she tried to rekindle her marriage and get back with him, but he just could not be faithful. So now she's put herself out there on dating apps. Okay, you got to be careful out there because you got a lot of people that are posers that tell you that they're one thing and they're something else, right? But this is her. I think this is, I don't know who this is, child. This beautiful hair too. Let's get into it.
So are you talking to somebody right now?
Not yet, but I am on the dating apps.
On a dating app, you getting the leftovers. You getting men, you getting the leftovers. You getting the men that don't want to go outside and meet a quality woman. Go to the country club, go golfing, go to charity events. Like, that's where the high quality men are, baby. If you on a dating app, you just gonna meet a man that's playing his video games and eating chips all day. So are you talking to somebody?
Yeah, she's kind of right a little bit, right? So I guess, I don't know, there may be some good guys out there. But yeah, you got to go to some of these maybe high profile places, Marie, since you're such a businesswoman. Go to some of these nice conventions or something like that and put your little makeup on, fix your little pin curls, girl, and don't put on some of that shit you be wearing. Maybe get a stylist because Marie cannot dress for shit. But yeah, girl, get yourself on out there. If you're looking for somebody, it's where you hang out at. A lot of people say in church, it's a lot of hoes in church. Let me just go ahead and be 1,000. There's a lot of hoes in church. A lot of them deacons that be sitting back acting like they waiting on the Lord, they're really not waiting. All right, because they done had Miss Roberta legs behind her ears several nights, Lord. Okay, but so you got to be very careful when you're putting yourself out there in these dating apps because, child, you can get anybody. It's some unalivers out there. It's some felonious type niggas up out there. Somebody said leftovers. Yeah, I don't even eat leftovers, so I don't want no nigga that's a leftover. But bottom line is be careful, okay? So shout out to Maria. Hope she finds somebody and leave that zesty man alone, him and his gown, child. Because her husband like to wear grandma gowns, and ain't nobody got time for that. Let's get into this Croan Rock news. Now, y'all know Croan did an interview yesterday, and I blame the person who interviewed her. Y'all forgive me if I can't remember his name, because y'all know I be forgetting names, but I feel like the person who interviewed her held her accountable in the interview. Croan clearly sat in the interview and said, my son don't have no disabilities, and don't listen to nothing that no doctor have to say. If a doctor tell you that your child is this, don't believe them. I was like, girl, doctors went to school for years and years to be able to diagnose you and tell you what the hell is going on with you. Doctors can write prescriptions for things, but it's amazing how when you get sick and the doctors, you got to hear them get to the doctor. But when it comes to your son, nobody can tell you nothing about him because you're not ready to accept accountability in terms of what's really going on with him. So she says her son, she says in an interview, we talked about it yesterday, just a recap. Croan said that her son, Croan Jr., is developing at his own pace, and that she's believing that God will let him walk, talk, and do all of the things that he's not doing currently at the tender age of 2 years old. He will be 3 in September, for those of you that don't know. But let's get into this. I think she feels a way. I think Croan's seen a lot of the comments and videos of people talking about this interview. So, of course, I keep saying, if you don't want people to give opinions of your son, don't put him on social media, because immediately people are going to start forming opinions and say, oh, he's not meeting milestones. How would people know that he's not meeting milestones if you don't keep him the fuck off the internet? That's just my thing, right? We didn't ask to see him, and I'm not trying to be mean. We didn't ask to see him. We didn't ask for updates. We didn't ask for any of that. We didn't ask to see you on live saying that you were going to keep drinking Henny because you were going to AB him anyway. We didn't ask for that. But when you continue to keep throwing him in everyone's face, do not get upset at bloggers or just people with opinions that give their opinions about this child. Let's get into it, because I feel like now she's trying to force people into seeing something that we really don't see. Let's go.
Hey man, you ready to take that jacket off? Meet this.
Take a kiss. You love your mommy? You love you too? You want to get down, huh? Come on. Let's go walk. We're going to walk in the park.
You mean you gonna walk in the park? Gotcha. He gonna be in the stroller, per usual. So again, a lot of people saying, girl, he should be walking, he should be doing this, da, da, da. So y'all hear her in the video. We're gonna walk in the park. I saw another video, you guys, that was brought to my attention where she was saying, my son is eating, my son is walking, my son is doing all of these things. Just because I don't show a video of him doing it doesn't mean he's not doing it. You said in the video yesterday that in time that he will hit those milestones when it's time for him to hit those milestones, which kind of alluded to the fact that he's not hitting those milestones, right? You're still carrying him around. I've yet to see you put him down on the video and watch him fly across the floor like a normal 2-year-old. I'm just saying. But prayers up for the child. That's where my heart goes, to the child. I don't give a fuck about Croan because you're a whole grown-ass woman. Well, girl, let's say girl. Girl fits better. You're a whole grown-ass girl who still refuses to take accountability for the sake of your child. You're embarrassed of his condition and you're not accepting yet what's really going on with him. So you don't want to see him maybe in a wheelchair or whatever the case may be, or on like a little baby walker. Y'all know most kids who are autistic or have some type of disability. She doesn't want people to see him like that. But you have to, and I said yesterday, you have to get him in some type of rehabilitation classes, programs, so that he can start developing in the pace that he needs to develop. Okay, you're holding him back as a mom, and that's a sad situation. Moving on though. All right, y'all sound off. Trying to be very delicate. I don't know nobody in the comments on no bullshit about Caramel is bullying a child. Never that. Y'all know I'm gonna always speak facts, and I'm gonna always keep it 1,000. Wow. I cannot stand to see people not take accountability with their kids. It boils me to see parents. I saw a woman out the other day with her kids. My husband and I, my son. What was it, Saturday? We went out to eat. This lady came into the restaurant, hair done, immaculate hair done, nails done, everything done. Kids' hair flying. Looked like they got straight out the bed and came straight to the restaurant. And I told my husband, I said, see, this is something that really irks me with people. Like, how the fuck you go get your hair done and your nails are done, right? You got a mani-pedi, all this shit going on. Your clothes look like you just stepped out from the mall. And your kids look like homeless kids where their hair is not combed. Like, I'm just like, right? We got to step it up. We got to step it up. Step it up, parents, step it up. Don't be out here getting manis and petties, and most of the time they be with the kids' child support money. So you out here looking immaculate, and your kids out here looking like they've been in a full-fledged fight. Nah, I didn't like that shit at all. But let's get into this next topic, child. Give me hollering. Y'all know I get the hollering in here, okay? All right, so Toya calls out. Y'all know I ain't lying. Toya, let's get into reality rundown. Shout out to them. Toya, child, from Married to Medicine, calls out Dr. Jackie and Curtis, child, and said that they did not purchase a table at the Met Gala. So why even come? If you guys are not going to 100% support the cause, why come? Now, was this a get back at Toya for the first Met Gala where Jackie actually threw it initially and Toya came and did not donate but said, oh, I'm just going to give some wine? Again, I said yesterday, a lot of people like, she only gave some wine. Well, wine is expensive depending on what kind you buy. I ain't talking about that Boone's Farm. She didn't have Boone's Farm there. She had like her signature wine, and she gave many cases of wine for the event because there was no wine there. So maybe it was kind of like an even trade from the cases of wine that she gave versus whatever her ticket was going to be. Obviously they agreed that that was okay for her to do, but they keep throwing it up in her face. Oh, Toya didn't give. But it's very distasteful for Jackie, who is a whole doctor out here, who wears designer clothes and drives a very, very nice Range Rover and other nice vehicles, and you just renovated your home from top to bottom, and you got a cheating ass fuck nigga that sleep down the hall from you who also make a little cash as well. And you mean to tell me y'all sashayed y'all broke down looking asses up in there and did not give to the cause, which was supposed to be for Black children to go to college, for a college fund, for them to put the money towards a check to split it up for children for a college fund. You mean to tell me you didn't do that, Jackie? I'm just saying. Curtis, you can take money to take your ass down there to South Carolina, take your side piece out and sit at the bar and buy drink bottle after bottle after bottle. Shout out to Cardi B. Bottle after bottle after bottle. You up there getting towed back with your side piece while your wife home thinking your ass is in the DR. But you couldn't give to a cause? But let's get into this though. Because Toya. All right, so this person says Jackie Post tells us all, says that if they were her guest of honor, why didn't she give them tickets? Says that Mimi is in the group. Mimi's in the group chat and she knows what was said and that they wanted out. That didn't make no sense. Let's go back. Says if they were her guest of honor, why didn't she give them tickets? Says that Mimi in the group chat, she knows what was said. This person got no child, and I know I went to school. Said that they wanted Jackie, they wanted out Jackie, made them guest of honor. So why no smoke for Jackie? But the tickets, the other couch lacks authenticity. I know the school system ain't out here on this, okay? School system, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together because child, you got me here reading like I'm in first grade, and I know good and goddamn well I can read. All right, so Toya claps back at this, whatever this was I just read, child. Toya claps back at this person and said Jackie did not purchase a table or sell any tickets. So it gives that Jackie just like showed up to be on camera to get camera time for Married to Medicine, but you did not give to a very, very good cause. Which would have been to donate to the college fund for Black college kids who are looking to go to college that may be in a low income environment where they cannot afford to go on their own, right? So they said that the drama from the Met Gala keeps on giving. As Dr. Mimi and her husband said, Dr. Jackie had bought a table and that they were invited to see at their table, but said that Toya said that no table was purchased by Dr. Jackie or Curtis. So I don't even know where this lie came from in terms of saying that Jackie spent money for somebody's table. I hear that the tickets were $150, but then they were supposed to give a donation on the back end towards the college fund. Like they're doctors. I'm sure y'all spend that $150 like on a dinner, right? On an outfit, pair of shoes. Like I'm just saying. So $150 is no money to people who are pushing or where you're in the tax bracket that's above other people. Okay. And not to be pocket watching and count nobody's money, but when it's for a good cause like that, just go ahead and give. Shit. I just don't be understanding. Well, y'all let me know. Married to Medicine, child. If you guys are watching the show, that's what's going on. Let's get into while we're talking about Married to Medicine, Carlos and Dustin, child. Dustin is doing what he always does, trolling and cracking jokes about Dr. Heavenly and her run for Congress, okay? So it said, Married to Medicine, Dustin Ross suggests a new campaign slogan while the Monday Night Crew talks about Dr. Heavenly Kimes' run for Congress. Dustin is a fool. I watched this earlier. I thought the shit was funny. Dustin is funny. Let's get into it. Housewives from a housewife. Let's go.
Your mama, bitch, mama, your motherfucking mama. Yes, and my constituents, she gonna be right on.
Wouldn't it be dope if she won and she still stayed on the show? Oh,
yeah, it would be great.
I mean, why not? Look what we got in the White House now. Pete Hegseth, it's all reality stars. Well, not even reality stars. This is reality people.
What I mean, we have a McMahon. And what's the other?
Pete Hegseth.
Yeah, what's the other one that looked like a little bat that was over the the Department of Education?
She's a her. Yeah, she's dumb, spells everything wrong.
Dumb, stupid. Yeah. So you're right. The bar is low. If I was Heavenly though, my campaign slogan would have been "Your mama."
Yeah,
for real. It would have. She's running for. She's a healthcare professional. I'd be like, I'm here for you and your mama. Okay, everybody know me for saying that. Let me show you what I mean. My campaign slogan would be "Your mama."
Yeah.
Yeah, your mama, bitch, mama, your motherfucking mama. Yes, and my constituents, she gonna be right on.
Wouldn't it be dope if she won and she still stayed on the show? Oh,
yeah, it would be great.
I mean, why not? Look what we got in the White House now. Pete Hegseth, it's all reality stars. Well, not even reality stars. This is reality people.
That is totally something that Heavenly says. Y'all can tell she's been on the show trying to dial back her ratchet because she wants to be seen in a different light. She really wants this campaign bad. Like she's kissing so much ass, child. Her lips are brown. I'm telling you. Let's get into this next topic, child, because she is all over the place. I told y'all she's been to everybody's church. She's been to every convention. Heavenly wants this shit. Like Dustin is a fool, though. Dustin is a fool. Hilarious. Somebody said he went to a comedy show and saw him and he was funny. I believe it. He is funny as hell. He is funny as hell. All right, so again, shout out to Housewives from a Housewife. This is our last topic, you guys. I'll be hitting you guys back for midday pop-in. Of course, it will be pushed back slightly because everything is pushed back today. All right, but let's get into American Medicine's Dr. Heavenly Kimes donates to TSA agents at Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport after 2 pay cycles of no paychecks. Y'all know they're still trying to get the TSA workers paychecks. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that, right? Trump messed everything up. Like, why don't these people have paychecks? Like 2 cycles? Hello? Most people are 1 paycheck away from not being able to pay their fucking bills or being homeless anyway. So imagine going 2 pay cycles without a check. Like, you have an attitude like hell to still being made to come to work, because a lot of them were saying, y'all remember I played it for you guys where Trump and them was saying that if these people, TSA workers, are choosing not to come to work and not to do their job, that they will not get paid for whatever reason. Okay. So their checks are being held up. Y'all know how it is. If your job lets you know that something's going on in payroll and you probably won't get a check for the next 2 cycles, bitch, you're not coming to work. You're not burning out your good gas coming out to smile and kiss ass and put up with the bullshit that you put up on a daily basis at work. You're just not going to want to do it. You're not going to want to, especially if you deal with people, right? TSA, you are dealing one-on-one with people. So you're going to have an attitude like hell. You are. Next in line, that's how you're going to be. That's how you're going to be in TSA in the airport. You'll be hollering at everybody. Next, open your bag. Let me see your license. You're going to be snatching shit like, let me see your license. Okay, go ahead. You're going to be on that shit. You got your money. Everybody have an attitude when their money ain't right. But let's get into this because Heavenly's trying to do her good deed, child, because she want to be in office real bad. Let's go.
Officers continue to not receive pay, they're going to have to make a decision.
That's why today I stepped up with solutions. I bought thousands of dollars of food to help support the TSA workers and their families while Washington figures this out. I'm Dr. Heavenly Kimes and I'm at the Atlanta airport. Listen, the people at the TSA have not been paid. So many essential workers have not been paid. We're making a difference. We're out here on the ground. We're with a federal worker president, Aaron Barker. He's the president of the AFGE 554. And he actually orchestrated us to bring food. We spent thousands of dollars bringing food to the federal workers here.
This shutdown is occurring during one of the busiest travel periods of the year.
Hartsfield Jackson Airport is one of the busiest airports in the world. Without TSA agents, the airport cannot function. Our workers deserve better than being caught in the middle of political fights.
If officers continue to not.
That was real cute though, Heavenly. You pulling up pulling up there in the truck. We know your ass didn't drive that truck there. Like, stop the capping, okay? What do you think? I'm gonna be honest, this is for a good cause. Okay. We ain't gotta clap, girl. I got sound effects. The hell? Let me get over here. Got sound effects. What am I clapping for, girl? Hold on. Get my sound effects going here. All right. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving to a good cause. Now, I don't think that was all your money. You probably took up some donations, and that's fine because that's what a lot of people do. But it's about the cause. I will applaud you for the cause because people are struggling with them not getting a check. Groceries, they will definitely need some groceries and other toiletries and other things that they may need in terms of not getting their checks, and that's a sad situation. When you're working a job and you're trying to make ends meet and the fucking job don't want to pay you for whatever reason. TSA, y'all get y'all shit together. Whoever is behind holding up these checks, baby, release these checks in the name of Jesus so these people can get their money. Because, baby, don't nobody listen. I'm going to be taking some trips. I'm going to have to be flying out of the airport. Now, I don't want to be at Hartsfield Jackson airport. I don't be getting no damn attitude. I don't want nobody getting an attitude with me because their money is fucked up out here, right? Let's fix that, child, because I don't want to be fussing with nobody in the damn airport. Ain't got time for that. But what y'all think? Let me know. We'll be back for a pop-in, okay? Let me get back to my main screen. I hope y'all enjoyed the show and all the topics that we discussed. We talked about a lot of stuff this morning, all right? Thanks for being here, Kiana Rochelle in the building. Hi. All right. Also, to my top flight mods, thank y'all for doing an awesome job. Rose Armstead, Tiffany Thomas, Truth TV Podcast. Thank you, ladies. Thank you to all the content creators, okay? Let me go ahead and name you guys out. Let's see. I keep my list because baby, I'll forget. A Stu Queen B, Black Women in the Building, Miss Dee Dee, Simple Mom Family TV. Jonetta Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Dear We Talk, Schoolboy, Just a T, please. Marcella, if you stop by, and Brits Block. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys are in the chat, right? Thank you, Heaven. We'll take it, child. We'll take it. Every good deed is definitely appreciated. Okay, but y'all sign up on all the topics that we discussed. Okay, let me know what y'all think. I will be responding to all comments, as many as I can. Also, please check Girls World, which is our other channel. Please check out our parody videos. I put some on both channels on yesterday. I'll probably upload some more today since I am off today. Okay, yes, your girl is off today. So I will have some time to do some things and catch up. I'm still playing catch up with some other things that I got to do as well. But you guys, please keep your notifications on because I will be popping in and out today to give you guys the news that I know you guys can use. Love you guys down. Happy hump day to you all. Until the next video. Bye.